will not cover every man, woman, and child in this country. I was the first to come out with a universal health care proposal. I'm proud of that. I'm proud to have the Friends of the Earth endorsing me in this campaign. And the reason they have endorsed me is because I was first and most aggressive in dealing with the crisis, the moral crisis of global warming. This is not something for the future. This is now. And we have a responsibility to address it, and address it aggressively now by capping carbon emissions, reducing our carbon emissions by at least 80% by the year 2050, making the polluters pay, and investing in clean, renewable sources of energy, wind, solar, cellulose-based biofuels. And I actually have some differences with some of my Democratic opponents because I'm not in favor of building more nuclear power plants. And I actually think we ought to have a moratorium on the building of more coal-fired power plants unless we're not going to capture the carbon. And then we need a president who asks Americans to be patriotic about something other than war, who says to America, we must do it together. We have to change. We have to alter our behavior. We have to conserve in our homes, in our workplaces. We have to drive more fuel-efficient vehicles. This is our responsibility as Americans. And we also, by the way, have got to do something about the extraordinary economic inequality that exists in this country. We need to be fighting for real economic fairness. It's not complicated. The richest Americans are getting richer. The biggest corporations, profits are going through the roof. While working middle-class families, lower-income families are struggling literally to survive. The United States of America is better than that. We want to live in a country, the reason I'm running for president, is I want to live in a country where everybody has the kind of chances that I've had. It's that simple. No matter who your family is, what the color of your skin, where you live, this is the kind of America that we believe in. So if we believe in that kind of equality, then we have work to do. We have a battle on our hands. And by the way, we have a battle against entrenched interests that stand between us and what needs to be done. There is an atmosphere of greed that exists, particularly among some of the biggest corporations of America, that stand as an obstacle to what we need. We have to be able to take it on. I'm proud of the fact that among the three of us, I'm the only one who's never taken a dime from a Washington lobbyist or a specialist. Because I don't want to be their president. I want to be your president. I want to stand up for you. I want to be the people's president. That's what this is about for me. So, one last thing. I also, the first year I'm President of the United States, I will end this mess of a war in Iraq. Iraq, all combat missions ended, no permanent military bases in Iraq. So I'm going to leave the other substantive issues to your questions. I wanted to say one last thing though. You know, I understand. I live in the real world. I am the underdog in this campaign. I'm the underdog right here in South Carolina. I know that. The other candidates have over $100 million each. They fly in and out of here on their jets and then go somewhere else. They're spending millions of dollars on the campaign here in South Carolina. They have all the money, they have all the glitz, and they have all the media attention. But what they don't have and what I have is I have you. And I will take you every single day because you will come out and speak to your friends, your family, your neighbors, and get them to the polls. And we need them at the polls of tomorrow. It is tomorrow now, yes. Right? Tomorrow. Amazing. We want them at the polls, and make sure that you tell all of your friends. They don't have to be Democrats. If they didn't vote last Saturday, I don't care whether they're a Democrat or Republican or an independent, I want them to vote tomorrow because if you get them to the polls, they'll vote for me. But you got to get them there. We need your friends and neighbors there. So what I'm asking you to do is to be part of a movement, to be part of a change movement in this country, and help create a tidal wave of change. that can literally spread across this country with a power and a force that cannot be stopped. And the reason it matters is when that tidal wave of change is finished, what all of us will be able to do is look our children in the eye and say, we did for you exactly what our parents and our grandparents did for us. We made absolutely certain that we left America better than we found it, and that we gave you a better life than we had. God bless you all, and thank you.